Whether you're on a date or at work or with new friends, the truth is you only have so much time to interest people and be impressive, so you want to make an impression quickly. You don't have to be the life of the party to be more interesting to people. Even super introverted people can employ the strategies I'm going to share in this video to instantly seem more engaging. In this video, I'm going to share 3 tips you can use anytime you're with people and you want to impress. And stay tuned until the end to get access to my free exercises to instantly boost your attraction factor quickly. I'm Nicole Moore, love coach and founder of LoveWorks, and I have helped thousands of women find true love, many of them shy or introverted women who experience social anxiety or fear of not seeming interesting. So here's tip number 1 to be more interesting to people. Vary the tone of your voice. There's nothing worse than a monotone voice, and the less emotion and range a voice has, generally the less interested we'll be. When you raise or lower your voice to emphasize certain words or phrases, whatever you're saying will instantly seem more interesting because it's a pattern interrupt. Listen to this. I went to the store today and I bought a red dress for the event on Saturday. Versus, I went to the store today and I bought a red dress for Saturday. Or I can say it another way, it doesn't matter. But the point is, in the second example, I'm saying the same phrase, but with more excitement and emphasis on parts I think are important. Now, this doesn't have to be that hard, I promise. You just need to practice it at home until it becomes a natural part of the way you talk. That's actually what I did. An exercise to do this is what I call playing newscaster. So get a book or a newspaper or pull something up on your phone and practice reading it out loud as if you were a newscaster on national TV. Of course, newscasters give even more inflection when they talk than you would on a date or at a party, but that's the point. If you try and push your voice all the way into newscaster mode, you'll probably land somewhere along the spectrum of interesting. You can play with volume, meaning some words are louder and some words are lower, or you can also play with speed, as in slowing down what you're saying for emphasis or speeding things up for more excitement. The bottom line is, a lot of times it's not what you say that makes you seem interesting, but how you say it. Which brings me to tip number 2 to instantly seem more interesting. Talk about what you love, even and especially if it's different than how most people see it, and don't hold back on the emotion. The more genuine emotion, the better. Passion is one of the most engaging emotions there is, and it instantly draws people no matter what you're talking about. For this to work, of course, you have to really know yourself and know what you love. For instance, you might not like reality TV, but I bet if I started talking to you about my love of The Real Housewives and why I love the show, because I just think it's so fascinating to watch the ego dynamics, and I love to watch the cast and analyze what's going on in their minds and see what's getting triggered emotionally that's making them act that way, you would be interested. You'd be interested because I think about the show differently than how most do, and that is the key. Difference or being distinctive is what triggers our interest. We're wired as humans to pay attention to things that are different or outside the norm. I'll give you an example. When we first met, my husband Mike was selling life insurance, which is a pretty boring topic. No offense to anyone watching who sells life insurance. But I was interested because he was so passionate about sales, and he wore a suit to work each day to be in the zone, even though the dress code was casual. And he told me about his rituals that he did to make more sales. And the point is, the way he did his seemingly boring job was interesting. It was outside of the norm because most people who sell life insurance hate it or don't approach it like my hubby did. His emotional charge around it made me more interested too. Now, you might be saying, okay, Nicole, but like there's nothing interesting about me, duh, that's why I'm watching this video. So here's what I want you to think about. What are all the ways you think slightly differently than what seems like normal, even if you think it's something silly? Ask yourself, what topics do I get passionate about, and how do I talk when I'm talking about those topics? That is your most interesting self right there. That's the part of you that you want to start bringing out anytime you're around new people or on a date. Think about topics you know you get excited to talk about and write them down so that will be in your memory bank the next time you're with someone. Think about stories related to each topic. Ask yourself, what are the most out of the ordinary things I've done or that have happened to me, or even that I've seen happen to family members or people that I know? Everyone has stories like that, and honestly, those are the ones that hook the attention the most. If I told you I had a great time while visiting Amsterdam, that might pique your interest a little bit. But if I told you about the time my phone was stolen while visiting the red light district in Amsterdam, you might be a little bit more interested. My phone was stolen in Barcelona, but doesn't matter. And whenever it was seeing the prostitutes. And whenever you notice someone in conversation getting passionate about a topic, ask them more questions about it. Believe it or not, this will actually make you seem more interesting because people love to talk about themselves. So when you notice someone else's passion start to come up in a conversation, ask them follow-up questions, and they're going to feel good because your questions stoke their passion. Here's tip number 3 to seem more interesting to people. Amp up your energy. The bottom line is that the person who is bringing the most energy is the most engaging. If you're an introvert or a quiet person, you can still amp up your energy when needed. Trust me, I do this all the time. I'm even doing it right now for this video. How I do it is I imagine that there's an energy inside of me that I can call on and literally amplify with my intention. I imagine a bright light turning on inside of me and shining out of myself, sparkling for everyone to see. Then I literally imagine projecting that energy outward as I speak. It's not about projecting your energy into someone else, but rather putting a specific focus and intention on projecting your energy out of your body. So most people who feel to us like they're not interesting or they're boring, they have their energy like all the way back inside of their body. It's very contracted. So imagine that there's a big amount of energy hiding in the back of your body. Literally feel that energy at the back of your body or at the back of your spine and see yourself pulling that energy up and forward. It's a subtle energy shift, but it will make a big difference. The people that we feel are the most magnetic or interesting to look at often naturally just do this, where their energy is pulled forward or they have a lot of extra energy to spare. This isn't about being fake, and you don't have to act crazy happy or smiley or anything like that. Just think, amplify my own energy, bring my energy forward, let people feel my energy. Try it and let me know what you think. I guarantee people are going to start to respond to you differently. And if you want more confidence and energy tips to be your most magnetic self when dating, go to the description below to grab my free Raining Quality Men video now, where I share 3 energy tricks to appear more confident even when you're feeling insecure. Did you like this video? If so, please like it here, leave me a comment, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video.